journey begins, I guess straight from the womb. Mum in labour, she's due 2 babies in June. She's very early, only one was saved and it's making it through. The other laid in a room, attached to cables and tubes. Too weak to hold on, every organ inside stopped and died. Cherished her only son and prayed for the daughter that lost her life. So little Robert grows up, always happy and honest. A model pupil, full of talent and promise. A family at night when they're sat at the table. They're grateful to be quite financially stable. But so it goes, kids start mixing with kids. Don't miss your chance to show some harsh discipline quick. It's shit you'll miss if you blink. In this instance I think the parents' fault. No need to worry about Robert, he ain't a mischievous kid. And that's the problem we face when you're lost in a daze. And it seems that often parents have forgotten their place. I'm sorry to say that it's scary to know the way we behave seems to depend mainly on area code. And this applies a twist in the plot with feelings hard to hack. When Robert lost his father in March due to a heart attack. A widow with a 12-year-old that struggles to cope, slowly coming to know she's close to utterly broke. Then reality bites, money's all but out, she's giving in. Time to move, she can't afford the food and house she's living in. She sells up, they're out and they now stay in a flat without space. No doubt it's a downgrade. Robert starts a new school and gets labelled the posh one. He needs a group of mates, shit he's already lost one. Decides to jump the stumbling block and gets chatting to a kid he sees every morning waiting for the bus at the stop. This kid is Matt, he thinks Robert's a muppet and snob and only really likes him for the stuff that he's got. The pair started playing in time, Matt is changing his mind, and the more they spoke the more he's taking a shine. At this point both kids have a chip on their shoulder. Only 15 but seem to think that they're older. Matty has a bigger brother James and he's 18. A tear away from late teens who's lazy and takes ease. Blazes keeps a blade in his sleeve, apes in his jeans, and has got himself a notorious name in the streets. Robert's seeing it all, getting lean when at school, and has even seen where John keeps his green in his tool. Young ones he sees he corrupting their minds. So many seem to love the drugs and the crime, the guns and the knives. No fucking surprise these two done exactly the same, mixed with the wrong heads and got trapped in the game. Can you imagine the tragedy facing Robert's mother as she sees her own son's personality rapidly changing? He lost his get up and go, always puffing a spliff, stumbling pissed and talks to his mother like shit. Now he's grown to a man, he's getting overly bold. His mother's all but gone and lost her total control. She's crying every night but drowns the sound in the sheets, knowing her only son is out on the street selling ounces of weed. I doubt she can be even possibly sure she won't be woken again as the policemen knock on the door. She prays with every breath in her lungs, she won't see Robert add to any more of his 4 arrests in a month. Robert's nasty and bitter, full of harshness and principles, and loses sight of the fact that he's hardly invincible. He runs with a gang, most are armed with a shank, and thanks to the drugs funds are getting large in the bank. If there's a hell then he's bound for it. Way too deep in the game to even dream to get out of it. His crew's a ravenous swarm, trapped in a war against the many rivalries that were rapidly formed. They had a fight with a group for walking on the wrong side of the street. It seems like a minor dispute, but a problem ensued. Robert had to remember the days of playing with blades and put the knowledge to use, cause the fist fight was getting out of control. 50 kids all swinging, spilling out on the road. Matty's flat on his face, Robert drags him away, dusts him off and makes a hasty grab for his blade. And just as Robert turned to return to the fight, a group of people seem to come and search from his right. They're thirsty to fight. Robert's hurt with a strike, he hits the deck, then the group disperse from his sight. There's dirt in his eyes, they're very blurry, but what's worse is the creeping feeling that's burning inside. A stab wound hits his heart as it enters, and the burning feeling's probably the last he remembers. Then it's left to survival, carted off in an ambulance, pronounced dead on arrival. Robert's mother lost her soul when he died, yet another lost her soul into this culture of knives. She lost her baby that day, the very final piece of her family, again hastily taken away. She starts blaming herself for the way that she dealt with Robert's ways. He's putting a massive strain on her health, or is Matty to blame for his mate stabbing that day? After all, he showed Robert where his brother's stashing a blade. Many lives were inflicted by the violence they witnessed, but did the blame really mainly lie with the victim? He could have just said no, or wouldn't have let go of a good life in exchange for a tomb and a headstone. This once lovely island will rot with the crime that we got, and what's frightening is not likely to stop. So who's to blame for all the killings that the press will show? I guess we'll never know.